The streets are talking, and the hip-hop world is watching. Big Meech, the legendary kingpin behind BMF, just sent a message that has everyone buzzing, and 50 Cent, let's just say he's not happy about it. But what does Rick Ross have to do with all this? And is Lil Meech about to get caught in the crossfire? Stick around because we're breaking down the full story, from the beef, the betrayal, and what it means for the future of BMF. Big Meech, real name Demetrius Flenory, was the mastermind behind the Black Mafia family, one of the biggest drug empires in American history. At its peak, BMF wasn't just moving millions in product, they were living a lifestyle that looked straight out of a movie. We're talking exotic cars, lavish parties, and rubbing shoulders with the biggest names in hip-hop. One of those names, 50 Cent. 50 has always been fascinated by Meech's story, so much so that he created the hit show BMF, bringing the real-life events to TV screens across the world. But his interest goes beyond just storytelling. This is personal for him. Why? Because 50 Cent sees himself in Big Meech. Both men built their empires from the ground up. Meech in the streets, and 50 in the rap game. Both understand the power of influence, loyalty, and branding. For 50, telling Meech's story wasn't just about making great television, it was about solidifying a legacy. But here's where things get tricky. When you're telling a real story, the real people involved start paying attention. If Big Meech isn't fully on board with 50's vision, things could get messy real fast. And if Meech is cozying up to 50's longtime enemy, Rick Ross, that's a big problem. Recently, Big Meech sent a message from behind bars that caught everyone off guard. Instead of showing love to 50 Cent for keeping his legacy alive, Meech seemed to be throwing shade. He made it clear that certain people don't have his blessing to speak on his name. Now, he didn't call out 50 directly, but fans quickly connected the dots, especially when the message came right after Meech was spotted in a viral video chilling with Rick Ross. And if you know hip-hop history, you already know 50 and Ross have been at war for over a decade. But why would Big Meech distance himself from 50 Cent now? Some theories suggest that Meech may not be happy with how BMF is portraying his story. Others believe there's a financial aspect. Maybe Meech feels like he should be getting more compensation for 50's success with the show. 50 Cent is making a significant amount of money from the BMF franchise, from the TV show to merchandise and beyond. Could Meech feel like he's not getting his fair share of the profits? It's not unheard of for figures in the entertainment industry to feel slighted when their story is being told without proper compensation. Another angle, power and influence. Even behind bars, Meech still has strong connections in the streets, and aligning with Rick Ross could be a strategic move to control the BMF narrative outside of 50's hands. Ross, being a businessman himself, might see this as an opportunity to capitalize on the BMF legacy in a different way, one that doesn't involve 50. Meanwhile, some insiders argue that this is simply about loyalty. While 50 has done a lot for BMF, he's still an outsider to the original organization. If Big Meech feels like 50 is using his story for entertainment rather than real respect, that could explain the sudden tension. Whatever the case, this message wasn't just a random statement, it was a warning. And 50 Cent does not take warnings lightly. It's the story of Blue Da Vinci, who many thought was the weakest link in BMF. In the 2000s, Blue cooperated with the feds, but the twist? He didn't have anything new or useful to offer. The feds didn't even want his information, which makes you wonder, why was Blue so quick to flip? And who's the real snitch here? Now, here's where it gets even juicier. While Big Meech is dealing with the heat from all these rumors, the fallout from Blue Da Vinci's betrayal continues to haunt everyone involved. The drama between 50 Cent, Big Meech, and Blue is more than just talk. It's a full-on war of words. But let's be real here. What's worse than a snitch? Someone who plays both sides, making enemies while pretending to be your friend. And that's exactly what many are accusing Big Meech of. Here's the million-dollar question. If Blue Da Vinci wasn't the one spilling the real tea, who was? Sources say the betrayal runs deep, and there's more to the story than meets the eye. Could it be that the people closest to Big Meech, maybe even those who never got caught in the spotlight, were the ones making moves behind the scenes? Or is this a ploy to cover up something much bigger that's been hiding in plain sight for years? But it's the situation between 50 Cent and Rick Ross that makes everything more interesting. 50 Cent and Rick Ross have had one of the longest and pettiest feuds in rap history. It all started back in 2009 when Ross randomly dissed 50 on a track, and ever since then, it's been non-stop shots. But what made this beef so personal? Well, 50 didn't just respond with bars, he went for Ross's entire image. He exposed Ross's past as a correctional officer, leaked personal details about his life, and even involved the mother of Ross's child in a scandalous lawsuit. The animosity between 50 Cent and Rick Ross dates back to 2009, originating from personal and professional disputes. Over the years, their rivalry has been marked by public insults, diss tracks, and various controversies, including the infamous incident involving a leaked tape featuring Rick Ross's ex-girlfriend, Lastonia Leviston. This incident led to a lawsuit in which 50 Cent was ordered to pay $5 million in damages. Ross, on the other hand, never backed down. He clapped back with diss tracks, flexed his success, and despite 50's efforts, continued to build Maybach Music Group into a powerhouse label. The feud has led to legal battles, social media trolling, and some of the most savage moments in hip-hop history. Rick Ross addressed 50 Cent's jabs, emphasizing that their feud serves as a marketing tool for him. He stated that mentioning 50 Cent helps promote his events, such as his upcoming car show scheduled for June 7th. Fast forward to today, and Ross is once again making moves. Aligning himself with Big Meech, a figure 50 Cent has built an entire TV franchise around. Whether intentional or not, this looks like a direct shot at 50, and given their history, there's no way 50 is letting this slide without a response. And trust me, 50 Cent doesn't take betrayal lightly. Now, here's where things get really messy. Lil Meech, Big Meech's son, is the star of 50 Cent's BMF series. He's been doing his thing, gaining fans, and even making his own lane in Hollywood. Lil Meech's relationship with 50 Cent, the producer and creator of BMF, began on a positive note. 50 Cent, who had worked hard to bring the BMF story to the small screen, saw something in Lil Meech, a young actor with not only the family connection, but also the raw talent to portray such a complex role. 50's investment in Lil Meech's career was not just about the show, but also about his potential in the entertainment world at large. Under 50 Cent's mentorship, Lil Meech has been able to build his own personal brand, tapping into the same industry connections that helped 50 rise to prominence. For a time, it seemed like a perfect match. But if Big Meech is sending shots at 50 Cent, what happens to Lil Meech? 50's been known to cut people off quick when things get personal. If he starts feeling like Meech's camp isn't rocking with him anymore, could he pull the plug on Lil Meech's career? Could we see BMF getting a major shakeup? For Lil Meech, this alliance complicates matters even further. If he were to openly support his father's new partnership with Rick Ross, he would undoubtedly upset 50 Cent, someone who has played a pivotal role in his career. On the other hand, distancing himself from his father's new ally could signal to Big Meech that Lil Meech is more loyal to 50 Cent than to his own family. It's a no-win situation for him. Moreover, if Rick Ross sees Lil Meech's actions as a chance to further capitalize on BMF's legacy, he might pull the young actor into his camp, potentially offering him a new avenue for career growth. Ross has a long history of aligning with key figures in the entertainment industry and could view this as an opportunity to leverage Lil Meech's star power to his own advantage. But again, this would put Lil Meech in direct opposition to 50 Cent, further complicating his position. So far, Lil Meech hasn't addressed the drama, but fans are already worried about what's coming next. Social media is going crazy over this drama. Fans are debating whether Big Meech is turning his back on 50, or if this is all just a misunderstanding. Some think Rick Ross is being messy on purpose, trying to stir things up with 50 yet again. Meanwhile, industry insiders are weighing in. Some sources claim that 50 is already rethinking his relationship with Lil Meech, while others say this is just another case of 50 being overly paranoid. The unfolding drama has elicited a range of reactions from industry peers and fans. Some have sided with 50 Cent, expressing disappointment in Big Meech's alleged actions, while others have criticized 50 Cent for airing private grievances publicly. The situation has sparked debates about loyalty, betrayal, and the complexities of business relationships in the entertainment industry. Hip-hop journalists and podcasters have jumped in, analyzing the situation from all angles. Some argue that Big Meech might just be strategically distancing himself from 50 Cent to maintain a neutral position. Others believe there could be some behind-the-scenes money disputes brewing. After all, 50 Cent is profiting from the BMF brand. Meanwhile, hip-hop legends and rappers close to the situation have subtly responded. Some artists have posted cryptic messages hinting at loyalty, betrayal, and money moves. Even former BMF affiliates have started speaking out, with some claiming that the tension has been building for a while. Adding another layer of complexity is the involvement of Tammy Cowens, co-producer of 50 Cent's Black Mafia family series. Allegations have surfaced suggesting that Tammy may have played a role in the tensions between 50 Cent and Big Meech. Some sources claim that Big Meech suspected Tammy of being an FBI informant, raising questions about trust and loyalty within their professional circles. And let's not forget 50 Cent's own social media habits. He's known for being quick to fire back. Fans are watching his Instagram and Twitter closely, waiting for him to drop a post that could either clear the air or escalate the drama even further. The catalyst for the recent online drama was a video featuring Big Meech and Rick Ross, which surfaced on February 4, 2025. In the footage, the two are seen together, sparking immediate reactions from fans and industry observers. 50 Cent, known for his unfiltered presence on social media, wasted no time addressing the situation. He shared an image of a rat on Instagram, accompanied by the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech." This post was widely interpreted as a direct accusation of Big Meech cooperating with federal authorities, a claim that added fuel to the already heated atmosphere. In response to the mounting allegations, Big Meech took to social media to defend his integrity. He addressed the snitching rumors with a firm statement. "I was not going to address this because I'm not going to let nobody trick me off the streets. I never folded, never told, told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. This public declaration aimed to quell the rumors and reaffirm his commitment to the principles he has long stood by. Complicating matters further, 50 Cent exposed alleged text messages between himself and Lil Meech. In these messages, Lil Meech expressed feelings of betrayal, highlighting incidents where he felt unsupported by 50 Cent. He wrote, "They just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram, and now you managing Skilla Baby with Rocket, when I brought him around you first, when you didn't have a clue who he was." These revelations painted a picture of strained relations and unaddressed grievances within their professional relationship. But knowing 50, he's gonna make a move, one way or another. So what happens now? Here are the biggest questions left unanswered. Will 50 Cent respond to Big Meech directly? You already know he's got something to say. Will it be another Instagram rant or something bigger? Is Lil Meech in danger of losing his role in BMF? If 50 starts feeling like he can't trust the Flenory family anymore, he might start looking for a new lead actor. What's Rick Ross's endgame? Is he just trolling 50, or is he making a real move to align himself with BMF? Is this the beginning of a major hip-hop shakeup? Because let's be real, when 50 Cent is involved, things always escalate. The situation is crazy, and we know it's not over yet. So what do you think? Is 50 Cent taking things too far, or is he just keeping it real? And should Lil Meech be worried about his role in BMF? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because trust me, there's way more drama coming and you don't want to miss it.